buy this book. Please read it with me. Hola mi gente, MsMalcolmHughes here, long time. If you hear birds chirping in the background, I apologize. I do not control nature. But I did want to come quickly and just give you all an update on the books that I've been reading. When will these book reviews be coming? Your guess is as good as mine, but I am reading. I'm back reading. I was in a bit of a reading slump, but now we're back reading and it feels so good. So I want to tell you all the books that I'm reading so that hopefully you'll join me, and then when I do post my reviews, we can have a robust discussion. So first up we have Metamorphosis by Franz Kafka. The birds are so excited right now. And this book is really significant for me, mainly because of Kafka. Kafka is the person who got me out of my reading slump. Reading his short stories really just reinvigorated me, reminded me of why I love reading. So good. Here's the synopsis. Franz Kafka's classic 1915 novella of unexplained horror and nightmarish transformation remains a century later one of the most widely read works of fiction in the world. It is the story of traveling salesman Gregor Samsa, who wakes one morning to find himself transformed into some sort of monstrous insect. This hugely influential work inspired George Orwell, Albert Camus, Jorge Luis Borges, and Ray Bradbury, while continuing to unsettle millions of readers. And that is Metamorphosis. Next up we have Where Do We Go From Here? Chaos or Community by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. He needs no introduction from me, but this book I'm super excited about because I think that we always get this uniform one image presented of Dr. King as this really passive guy, but I love this book because it just shows us an entirely different side of him. When I read the synopsis, you'll understand. So let's get into it. In 1967, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. isolated himself from the demands of the civil rights movement, rented a house in Jamaica with no telephone, and labored over his final manuscript. In this prophetic work, he lays out his thoughts, plans, and dreams for America's future, including the need for better jobs, higher wages, decent housing, and quality education. With a universal message of hope that continues to resonate, King demanded an end to global suffering, asserting that humankind, for the first time, has the resources and technology to eradicate poverty. There's so many things I want to say about this. I'm going to wait until my review, but I'm super duper excited to continue reading this work. Next we have I Embrace You with All of My Revolutionary Fervor by Ernesto Che Guevara. If you know me, you know Che is one of my husbands throughout history. I love him, I adore him. He has a special place in my heart. And when I saw this book in the bookstore, I just knew I needed it in my collection. And the title, I Embrace You with All My Revolutionary Fervor. If you know how deeply that revolutionary fervor and those ideals meant to Che in his entire life, you will understand why just that phrasing itself is so impactful. So these are letters that Che has written to those closest to him between the years of 1947 to 1967, and they are so I don't want to say much here because I want to save it for the review, but please buy this book. Please read it with me, please. I just want to discuss it so badly. And last but never least, the book I'm reading in Spanish, because as always I'm trying to improve mi español, and that book is Negocios por Junio Díaz. And let us get into the back of it. Junio Díaz, actually I'm gonna give it its own in Spanish for my Spanish viewers. I'm gonna go over this, but essentially this is the book I'm reading to practice my Espanol. I'll give it its own synopsis and its own video, but these are the 4 books that I am reading, and I'm so excited to be back reading, so excited to be back here with you all. More travel videos and updates on that will occur. These birds will make sense in a future video, but as always, I'm MsMalcolmHughes. one who believes that books are sometimes better than people. Until the next one, please continue to give some time, to be kind to each other, and to have the best day of your life on purpose. Adios, odabo, ciao, peace out.